What's going on, Flicks Talkers? Welcome back to another movie reaction, this time for 1942's Casablanca. Now for me, not much can be said about this film because I have no clue about this film whatsoever, other than I hear people say this is one of the best films of all time. And I usually know with timepieces, that's subjective. So as someone that was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, and still watches films to this day, I'm gonna give my honest review and perspective on the film and let you guys know if I rank it high up there with some of my grades. But before we do get into it, make sure if you guys do like content like this, you are hitting that big thumbs up to like the video. It's the best way to support the channel, and it does spread these videos out to those that aren't subscribed. And if you yourself aren't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe and bell notification down below to always get alerted about future videos like this. And if you guys want to follow me on social media, I'll leave all those links down below as well. Alright guys, let's get into my first time watching Casablanca from 1942. Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman. I definitely heard of Humphrey Bogart.
With the coming of the Second World War, many eyes in imprisoned Europe turned hopefully toward the freedom of the Americas, and so a tortuous roundabout refugee trail sprang up. Then by train or auto or foot across the rim of Africa to Casablanca in French Morocco. Fortunate ones might obtain exit visas and scurry to Lisbon, and from Lisbon to the New World. The others wait in Casablanca.
2 German couriers carrying important official documents murdered on train from Oran. Round up all suspicious characters and search them for stolen document.
Here we are.
These papers expired 3 weeks ago. You'll have to come along.
Halt! Halt!
Unfortunately, along with these unhappy refugees, the scum of Europe has gravitated to Casablanca. Some of them have been waiting years for a visa. Be on guard. This place is full of vultures everywhere.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
I left my wallet in the hotel. Oh,
I was gonna say, he was patting him pretty close to the chest there.
It is very good to see you again, Major Stasser.
Thank you, thank you. Why, there be the murder of the couriers. What has been done?
Well, realizing the importance of the case, my men are rounding up twice the usual number of suspects.
Good. Is he in custody?
Oh, there's no hurry. Tonight he'll be at Rick's. Everybody comes to Rick's.
Everything. Wir sollten eine viel stärkere Hand haben hier in Casablanca.
It leaves at 1 tomorrow night, here from the end of La Medina, and brings 15,000 francs in cash.
Everybody's trying to get out of Casablanca.
Will you ask Rick if he'll have a drink with us?
Madam, he never drinks with customers. Never. I have never seen it.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, sir. This is a private room. These gentlemen...
I have been in every gambling room between Honolulu and Berlin. And if you think I'm going to be kept out of a saloon like this, you're very much mistaken.
Your cash is good at the bar.
What? This is outrageous. I shall report it to the Angry.
Ooh, he ain't playing.
You despise me, don't you? Oh, you object to the kind of business I do, huh? But think of all those poor refugees who must rot in this place if I didn't help them. Ways of my own, I provide them with exit visas.
For a price, Ugarte.
Look, Rick. You know what this is? Letters of transit signed by General Weygand. Cannot be rescinded, not even questioned. Tonight I'll be selling those for more money than even I have ever dreamed of. And then, adio, Casablanca. Will you keep these for me, please?
Uh-oh, that won't do. When you are blue, just knock on wood. Who's unlucky?
Hello, Rick.
Hello, Ferrari. How's business at the Blue Parrot?
Fine, but I'd like to buy your cafe.
It's not for sale.
Suppose we ask Sam. Maybe he'd like to make a change.
Suppose we do. Sam Ferrari wants you to work for him at the Blue Parrot.
Oh, I like it fine, yeah.
You'll double what I pay you.
Yeah, but I ain't got time to spend the money I make here.
Sorry.
Where were you last night?
That's so long ago, I don't remember.
Rick, I'm sick and tired of taking you...
Call a cab.
Yes, boss.
Come on, we're going to get your coat.
Take your hands off
Well,
me.
you're going home. You've had a little too much to drink.
Ooh, he's a lady killer. Yeah, he has it all in Casablanca.
Rick, we'd have an important guest here tonight. Major Strasser of the Third Reich, no less.
We want him to be here when we make the arrest. A little demonstration of the efficiency of my administration. There is a man arrived in Casablanca on his way to America. He will offer a fortune to anyone who'll furnish him with an exit visa.
Well, what's his name?
Victor Laszlo.
Victor Laszlo?
That is the first time I've ever seen you so impressed.
Well, he succeeded in impressing half the world.
In 1935, you ran guns to Ethiopia. In 1936, you fought in Spain on the loyalist side.
And got well paid for it on both occasions.
The winning side would have paid you much better.
Maybe.
Uh-huh. In a few minutes, you'll see the arrest of the man who murdered your couriers.
I expected no less, Captain.
Monsieur Ugarte.
Oh.
La partie continue.
Yes?
Will you please come with us?
The little guys running from all them. Oh.
Rick, help me. Do something. You must help me, Rick. Do something.
Come on. When they come to get me, Rick, I hope you'll be more of a help.
I'd stick my neck out for nobody.
He's straight professional.
What is your nationality?
I'm a drunkard.
And that makes Rick a citizen of the world.
I was born in New York City, if that'll help you any.
Are you one of those people who cannot imagine the Germans and their beloved Paris?
It's not particularly my beloved Paris.
Can you imagine us in London?
Who do you think will win the war?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Rick is completely neutral about everything.
Richard Blaine, American, age 37, cannot return to his country. Point is, an enemy of the Reich has come to Casablanca, and we are checking up on anybody who can be of any help to us. Victor Laszlo published the foulest lies in the Prague newspapers until the very day we marched in, and even after that, he continued to print scandal sheets in his cellar.
Yes, monsieur. I reserve the table. Victor Laszlo.
Yes, Monsieur Laszlo.
He knows.
May I present Major Heinrich Strasser?
How do you do?
I'm sure you'll excuse me if I'm not gracious. But you see, Major Strasser, I'm a Czechoslovakian.
You were Czechoslovakian. Now you are a subject of the German Reich.
I've never accepted that privilege, and I'm now on French soil. I'm under your authority. Is it your order that we come to your office?
Let us say it is my request. That is a much more pleasant word.
This time they really mean to stop me.
That was a little tense.
Thank heaven I found you, Berger. I'm looking for a man by the name of Ugarte. He's supposed to help me.
He's under arrest for murder. He was arrested here tonight.
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Miss Elsa. I never expect to see you again.
It's been a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
Some of the old songs, Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
You used to be a much better liar, Sam.
Leave him alone, Miss Elsa. You bad luck to him.
Play it once, Sam. For all time's sake.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss.
Sam, I thought I told you never to play. I remember every detail. The Germans wore gray, you wore blue.
There's always a soft filter when it's on the females. I always notice that.
Very puzzling fellow, this Rick. What sort is he?
Oh, I really can't say, though. I saw him quite often in Paris.
Boss, ain't you going to bed?
Not right now.
Ain't you planning on going to bed in the near future?
No.
You ever going to bed?
No. Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
If they were to ever do a modern version of this, I could see Ben Affleck playing this guy right here. Love will do it to you, man. Back then, like, drinking and smoking was no big deal, huh? Like, all the time, it wasn't a big deal, it seemed like.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Definitely heard that line before.
Why I'm so lucky, why I should find you waiting for me to come along.
Why there is no other man in my life? There was. He's dead. Only one answer can take care of all our questions.
Lorre wants us to finish this bottle and then 3 more. Says he'll water his garden with champagne before he'll let the Germans drink it.
This sort of takes the sting out of being occupied.
Franzosen, Einwohner von Paris. Die deutschen Truppen stehen vor den Toren von Paris.
Germans will be here pretty soon now, and they'll come looking for you. And don't forget, there's a price on your head.
You are in danger and you must leave Paris.
No. We must leave.
Yes, of course, we.
Now, the train from Marseille leaves at 5 o'clock.
I'll meet you at the station.
All right. At 4:45. Hey, what's wrong, kid?
I love you so much. And I hate this war so much. Oh, it's a crazy world. Anything can happen. If something should keep us apart, wherever they put you and wherever I'll be, I want you to know that.
It's a beautiful scene.
Where is she? Have you seen her?
No, Mr. Richard, I can't find her. She checked out of the hotel, but this note came just after you left.
She didn't write that. There's no way. Damn. Ooh, he was right. Coming in like a beam of light.
Funny about your voice, how it hasn't changed. I can still hear it. Richard, dear, I'll go with you any place. How long was it we had, honey?
I didn't count the days.
Well, I did. Every one of them. Mostly I remember the last one. Tell me, who was it you left me for?
So either she really did write that letter or something else happened she's not saying. Maybe she got scared. Maybe she didn't want to get married. I don't...
Very well, Laszlo, we will not mince words. You're an escaped prisoner of the Reich. You have reached Casablanca. It is my duty to see that you stay in Casablanca. Well, Captain Renault's signature is necessary on every exit visa. Captain, would you think it is possible that Laszlo will receive a visa?
I'm afraid not.
Well, perhaps I shall like it in Casablanca.
You know the leader of the underground movement in Paris, in Prague, in Brussels, in Amsterdam. And if you will furnish me with their names and their exact whereabouts, you will have your visa in the morning.
I was in a German concentration camp for a year. That's honor enough for a lifetime. If I didn't give them to you in a concentration camp, where you had more persuasive methods at your disposal, I certainly won't give them to you now. You won't dare to interfere with me here. This is still unoccupied France. Any violation of neutrality would reflect on Captain Renault.
Last night you evinced an interest in Signor Ugarte.
May I speak to him now?
You would find the conversation a trifle one-sided. Signor Ugarte is dead.
I'm making out the report now. We haven't quite decided whether he committed suicide or died trying to escape.
Yeah, bullshit.
Excuse me, Captain. Another visa problem has come up.
Show her in.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What was that mean? Show her in and he was over there getting all spruced up. Was he gonna force her to do sexual favors for that? So kind of they were alluding to a little bit, but I don't know if I'm out of place here saying that.
You will not find a treasure like this in all Morocco, mademoiselle. Only 700 francs. Ah, the lady's a friend of Rick's. For friends of Rick's, we have a small discount. You can have it for 200.
Doesn't matter.
For special friends of Rick's, we have a special discount of 100 francs.
No, Rick. No, you see, Victor Laszlo is my husband. And was, even when I knew you in Paris.
Oh, shit. The drama unfolds.
Those letters were not found on Ugarte when they arrested him. But I'll venture to guess that Ugarte left those letters with Monsieur Rick.
Rick. Thank you very much.
Ooh, he's giving out that info like they were hotcakes.
I have to warn you, sir. I beseech you. This is a dangerous place full of vultures. Vultures everywhere. Thank you to meet you. I'm sorry.
What a swindler. He's kind of like, like, I know that. Pickpocket ass fool.
Sacha!
We will begin with two. Écoutez, vous n'êtes pas française, vous, d'aller avec les boches comme ça?
Quoi vous mêlez-vous?
Je me mêle pas. Français, moi, ben quoi?
What did you say?
Would you kindly repeat it?
What I said is none of your business.
I will make it my business.
Arrêtez-le.
I don't like disturbances in my place. You either lay off politics or get out.
My dear Major, we are trying to cooperate with your government, but we cannot regulate the feelings of our people.
Captain, are you entirely certain which side you're on?
I have no conviction, if that's what you mean.
There must be some reason why you won't let me have them.
There is. I suggest that you ask your wife.
I beg your pardon?
I said, ask your wife.
Play La Marseillaise. Play it.
knows he's a powerful man. Oh shit. Germans ain't gonna like that though. Here we go.
You see what I mean? If Laszlo's presence in the cafe can inspire this unfortunate demonstration, what more will his presence in Casablanca bring on? The place is to be closed.
But I've no excuse to close it.
Find one.
Ooh. He's like, you're the puppet. I'm the puppet master.
How can you close me up? On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
Son of a bitch.
After this disturbance, it is not safe for Laszlo to stay in Casablanca. There is also to except for one destination, to return to occupied France.
Occupied France?
Under safe conduct from me.
Oh man, I fear for their safety. See what I'm saying?
Victor, please don't go to the underground meeting tonight.
I must.
Why don't you tell me about Rick? What did you find out?
Apparently he has the letters,
Yes.
but no intention of selling them.
Did he give you any reason?
He suggested I ask you.
Ask me.
When I was in a concentration camp, were you lonely in Paris?
Yes, Victor, I was.
Is there anything you wish to tell me?
No, Victor, there isn't.
Damn, this is tough.
Be careful.
Come on, give him a kiss, man. You haven't even laid one on him. Of course, I'll be careful. You haven't even. Oh, what is? She laid all these smooches on Rick. He knows something's up for sure, but he has a lot on his plate. He's been through a lot of shit.
Do I have to hear again what a great man your husband is, what an important cause he's fighting for?
It was your cause, too.
I'm not fighting for anything anymore except myself. I'm the only cause I'm interested in.
There's so much at stake, all you can think of is your own feeling. One woman has hurt you, and you take your revenge on the rest of the world. You're a coward and weakling. I'm sorry, but you are our last hope. If you don't help us, Victor Laszlo will die in Casablanca.
Now, if you...
All right.
Oh, shit.
Try to reason with you.
Oh.
Get them for me. Put them on the table.
No.
This is a love triangle like I've never seen.
Go ahead and shoot. You'll be doing me a favor.
If you knew what I went through. If you knew how much I loved you. How much I still love you.
She's saving her smooches for Rick.
Why did you keep your marriage a secret?
Victor wanted it that way. That was his way of protecting me. I knew so much about his work, and if the Gestapo found out I was his wife, it would be dangerous for me. And
When did you first find out he was alive?
just before you and I were to leave Paris together, a friend came and told me that Victor was alive. I knew you wouldn't have left Paris and the Gestapo would have caught you, so Well, you know the rest.
I mean, I wonder if that changes anything a little bit. She thought he was dead. She finds out he's still alive. She doesn't leave a Rick. I don't know. That's a toughie. That is a real toughie.
I can't fight it anymore. I ran away from you once. I can't do it again. I don't know what's right any longer. You have to think for both of us.
All right. I will. Carl, what happened?
The police break up our meeting, Herrick. We escaped in the last moment.
Don't you sometimes wonder if it's worth all this? I mean, what you're fighting for.
Each of us has a destiny, for good or for evil. I wonder if you know that you're trying to escape from yourself, and that you'll never succeed. I know, for instance, that you're in love with a woman. It's perhaps a strange circumstance, but we both should be in love with the same woman. I knew there was something between you and Ilse. I ask only one thing. You won't give me the letters of transit. All right. But I want my wife to be safe.
You'll come with us. We have a warrant for your arrest.
Here Here's looking at you, Laszlo. It's gonna be crazy if Ilsa and Rick, they take the exit letters and dip out, just take off into the sunset.
You have the letters of transit. You can fill in your name and hers and leave any time you please. Why are you still interested in what happens to Laszlo?
We have a legal right to go, that's true, but people have been held in Casablanca in spite of their legal rights. Louis, I'll make a deal with you. If instead of this petty charge you have against him, you could get something really big, something that would chuck him in a concentration camp for years. You'll be at my place a half an hour before the plane leaves. I'll arrange to have Laszlo come there to pick up the letters of transit, and that'll give you the criminal grounds on which to make the arrest.
How do I know you'll keep your end of the bargain?
I'll make the arrangements right now with Laszlo in the visitor's pen.
Ricky, I'm gonna miss you.
To get out of Casablanca and go to America. You're a lucky man.
Oh, by the way, my agreement with Sam has always been that he gets 25% of the profits. That still goes.
I happen to know he gets 10%, but he's worth 25.
But the way this music is alluding to something that's gonna go awry. I don't know. I really hope it's not a bad ending, because this movie has been so good so far.
Good. I've got the letters right here, all made out in blank. All you have to do is fill in the signatures.
Victor Laszlo, you're under arrest. Oh, you're surprised about my friend Ricky. The explanation is quite simple. Love, it seems, has triumphed over virtue.
Not so fast, Louis. Nobody's going to be arrested, not for a while yet.
Have you taken leave of your senses?
I have. Sit down over there.
Put that gun down.
Louis, I wouldn't like to shoot you, but I will if you take one more step.
Whoa.
Keep your hands on the...
Hello? Is that the airport? Huh? This is Captain Renault speaking. There were 2 letters of transit for the Lisbon plane. There's to be no trouble about them. Hello?
Shit, man. He gave him that code.
If you don't mind, you fill in the names. That'll make it even more official. And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
Because you're getting on that plane. I'm staying here with him till the plane gets safely away. You said I was to do the thinking for both of us. Well, I've done a lot of it since then. It all adds up to one thing. You're getting on that plane with Victor where you belong. Inside of us, we both know you belong with Victor. You're part of his work, the thing that keeps him going.
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris. We didn't have. We lost it until you came to Casablanca. We got it back last night. Ilsa, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of 3 little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that.
This is some real honorable shit right here.
Is looking at you, kid. She did her best to convince me that she was still in love with me. That was all over long ago. For your sake, she pretended it wasn't, and I let her pretend. I understand.
Damn. No jealousy, no pettiness. Just, I understand. Man, something wicked's about to happen right now.
Victor Laszlo is on that plane.
Why do you stand here? Why don't you stop him?
Ask Monsieur Rick.
Hello. Put that phone down.
Get me the radio tower.
Put it down.
Oh, shit, man.
Major Strasser has been shot. Round up the usual suspects. Oui, mon capitaine. Well, Rick, you're not only a sentimentalist, but you've become a patriot.
Just another day in Casablanca.
Might be a good idea for you to disappear from Casablanca for a while. I could be induced to arrange a passage.
Still owe me 10,000 francs.
And that 10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Oh. That was 1942's Casablanca. Wow. Okay. So I never wanted to jump to my score so early in a reaction, guys. 5 out of 5 for Casablanca. I loved everything about this film. I'm so glad that we ended on a high note. Obviously, I don't watch movies of this time era, so I really can't compare them to anything of that decade or anything really after it or before it. But I love the clever writing, I love the performances, the set design, all of the clothing, everything was very pristine. The performances were very, very powerful. There was twists and turns along the way. It had action spurts that really held my interest. Now, all that being said, I think this film is not going to be for everybody as far as giving it a 5 out of 5, just for the fact that there's a lot of more heavily dialogue intense scenes. There is a lot of flashbacks, a lot of romance in there thrown in there. And I'm not a romantic, at least I don't think I am, but I dug this movie. I fell in love with the passion of it, the message behind it, everything that kind of encompassed this movie to a T, and it really hit on all cylinders for me. That's why I'm giving it a perfect score. So maybe your average movie goer would not give this a perfect score, but I think most people would enjoy it for the most part. Either way, I'm so glad I finally took a chance to check this one out. It was perfectly timed. Everything was really, really interesting, intriguing. Hey, and who says you can't show an old movie to a younger guy? But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below of Casablanca. Where do you guys rank it as far as the top films of all time in your list? And what other films from this time period should I be checking out? Once again, leave them in the comments below. And if you guys did appreciate my reaction and thoughts on it, let me know by liking the video. It's the best way to support the channel, and it does spread these videos out to those that aren't subscribed. And if you yourself aren't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe and bell notification down below to always get alerted about future videos like this. And if you guys want to follow me on social media, I'll put all my links down below as well in the description. All right, guys, till next one, I'm gone. Peace.